Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to the AI Tech Explained Right channel, a place for AI professionals and enthusiasts to stay updated with AI advances. In this video, I will talk about 7 key prompt engineering techniques presented by the Anthropic team. Before starting talking about the techniques, let's look at this example on the right. So what we see here is the query containing prompts sent to the Anthropic Messages API. In the example, we see the system prompt where we put, in this example, today is December 19th, 2023, and we have the user prompts where in the user prompt we say hello world. The model's answer is in the assistant prompt. Here it's hi, I'm Claude, and so on. We pass these prompts this way to the model as Claude has been trained on alternating user and assistant prompts. And with the prompts, we pass other information like the model name and max tokens. Now, the first technique is to be clear and direct in citing instructions and by numbering and listing instructions step by step for complex tasks. And if you are in doubt, you can follow the golden rule of clear prompting by showing your prompt to a colleague and ask them if they can follow the instructions themselves and produce the exact result you are looking for. So here we have two examples of prompting and the model's answer. If you take the first one, we are asking the model to write a haiku about robots. So here we have the model's answer. Here is a haiku about robots. Metal bodies move, circuits calculate tasks, machines mimic life. But in the second example, when we ask the model to skip the preamble and go straight into the poem, we have the poem without the first part. Now, the second technique is to assign roles, as Claude sometimes needs context about what role it should inhibit. We will see that assigning roles changes Claude's responses in two ways. Claude change the tone and demeanor to match the specified role, and it can improve its accuracy in certain situations. If we take the example on the right, we ask the model to solve a complex logic puzzle. We don't have the correct answer in return, but when we precise to the model to act as a master logic bot designed to answer complex logic problems, and we ask the same question, the model gives the correct answer. The third technique consists on using XML tags to organize the prompt, as these organized prompts are hard for Claude to comprehend. If we take the analogy of how humans read things, just like section titles and headers help humans better follow information, using XML tags helps Claude understand the prompt structure. And even if Claude has been trained on XML tags, the model is able to understand other delimiters as well. If we take the example on the right, if we ask Claude directly to write an email where we ask someone to show up at 6 a.m. because I say so, we don't have the desired answer, but when we put the email body between XML tags, we have the desired answer. The fourth technique consists on using structured prompt templates. To do the analogy with functions in programming, while building the prompts, we separate the variables from the instructions. If we take the example on the right, we have in the prompt template, I will tell you the name of an animal, please respond with the noise that animal makes, and we wrap variables in XML tags. For example, here the variable will be animal. If we take the input data, we have cow, dog, and seal. And once we compile the prompt, these input data will be injected in the prompt template, and we will have the three prompts that we see at the end where we have the same prompt template with the variables injected in the animal variable. With this way, editing prompts becomes easier and it makes processing multiple datasets much faster. The fifth technique is to pre-fill Claude's response. So if we take a look at the example, we start the prompt by saying, please write a haiku about a cat. Use JSON format with the keys as first line, second line, and third line. And we pre-fill the model's response here by opening the accolade in the prompt. This way, Claude will continue from where we left off. As you see in the model's answer, we have the JSON format with the keys that we precised in the prompt. This way helps to steer Claude's behavior and have greater control over the output formatting. The sixth technique consists on precising the famous expression to think step by step. This makes Claude have space to think, especially when the task is particularly complex. As we see in the example, when we precise the expression think step by step, we have the correct answer. Here we have another example where we ask the model to think step by step. So this increases intelligence of responses, but also increases latency by adding to the length of the output. But a very important part here is the fact that it helps with troubleshooting Claude's logic and seeing where the prompt instructions can be refined. Last but not least, the seventh technique consists on using examples, what we call end-shot prompting, and these are considered as the single most effective tool for getting Claude to behave as desired. It's important, guys, to give Claude examples of common edge cases that I talked about in the other video. And of course, giving the model more examples helps to have more reliable responses, but at the cost of latency and tokens. And here on the right, we have an example of the prompt given to the model with the joined examples. Now, in the last part of the video, guys, I will present some bonuses. The first one consists on the question that we should ask to make sure that we have a good example. The first one is related to relevance by asking, are the examples similar to the ones Claude will encounter at production? The second ones are related to diversity by asking, are the examples diverse enough for Claude not to overfit, and which makes the model able to generalize. The second question related to diversity is, are the examples equally distributed among the task types or response types? These are basic machine learning concepts, guys, which are related to overfitting/generalization and having distributed enough examples to avoid the model being biased towards a certain category or distribution. The second bonus is related to generate more examples using Claude itself by asking the model to generate more examples given existing ones, and we can even use the model to judge if the examples are relevant and diverse enough. Another bonus is to prompt with images by putting images before the task, instructions, or user query. And when we have multiple images, we can enumerate each image. Another tip, guys, which increases performance is to ask the model to describe the image and extract details from it before doing the task. This adds more context to the model to be considered when outputting the answer. Here are two examples where we give the model two images and ask it how are the images different or similar one to the other. So this is it, guys, for today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my videos for more ones like this one. I hope you liked the video. Don't hesitate to put a thumb up if it's the case. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to have more videos like this one. Don't hesitate to put a comment if you need more details on any concept about which I talked so far, and see you next time.